Hey guys, this is Stu. Just thought I'd do another inbox review on a kit that everyone's after, including Mike Cohen. In fact, I beat him to this one, so if you're watching, buddy, I do apologise, but you were extremely gracious about it, I have to say. It's one Mike's been after for a long time, and one of my modelling buddies on the Pricks of Plastic, Wesley Elsmore, had it up for sale at a very reasonable rate, I have to say, because this is one that you can't really get hold of now. If you can, it's a fortune on eBay, because I've had a look through on the prices, so I was extremely lucky to get it on the price that I did. It is, of course, the Dragon Panzer Kampfwagen IV Ausf E. It is an early version, or you can do a late version, this particular one. It's a 3-in-1 kit, so you have a mass of detail in it, and it comes with all the goodies, which is why I'm particularly pleased to get hold of this little beauty. So without further ado, we'll get on with the review of the box. Again, on the side of the box you've actually got an illustration of the box art, and the kit number on this one, if you want to try and source one, is 6264. That's 6264. Okay, on the back you've got all the CAD drawings of various details of the kit, as you can see there. And again, on the other side you've also got details of the interior of the kit, particularly the gun carriage as well as the interior of the turret, because with this one you've actually got the full interior, which I was very surprised at when I actually looked through the kit itself when I first got it. For the purposes of the video, I've already got the instruction sheet out, but I'm only going to skit over this because there is about 8 or 9 or 10 pages on this. Again, on the front of the box you've got the familiar box art, and then you've got the sprue trees, blue demarking the parts that you can use as spares and won't be using in the kit. And then the first process, obviously, as we all know, inside is the colour chart, which is Mr. Hobby Colours again, but you can cross-reference them with the colour app on your mobile. First thing that's familiar is all the running assembly of the running gear, as you can see here, and the front armor part of the running gear, and it goes into significant detail, being a Dragon kit. And then it's the assembly of the running gear onto the main hull, and particularly I want to let you know that you've actually got an alternative of 2 hulls in this. You can do an early version or you can do a late version, so if you're going to do one of each, I would suggest you do your research, as you will need to do so with this kit. And then obviously we run on to the next page. Again, you've got mainly the assembly of the MG machine gun, which is up here. Moving on to Frontal Armor, because obviously you've got the option of 3 different versions here, and the early version didn't have any Frontal Armor, whereas the DAC, 2 DAC versions did. Depending on which version you're doing, cross-reference your research on that. And then it's the assembly of the main hull, all the various sub-assemblies, as you can see there, a massive detail. And then you're going on to more sub-assemblies, such as the tools, etc. And obviously you've got the option of doing various other sub-assemblies, as you can see there. It is absolutely packed. So as I say, even with the jack, you've got the self-assembly of the jack itself, and then you've got references as to which version you want to do on the back plate. And this is the assembly of the interior, as you can see here, including the cradle, etc. So that is going to be fascinating to do. And then the assembly of all the turrets, and you've even got a colour guide to the commander if you want to put him in. And then it's just the main assemblies, including the magic tracks, as you can see there. And then obviously you've got a wealth of options to actually do whichever version you want to do. You've got about, I'd say 10 versions here actually, believe it or not. Various regiments, some which were based out mainly in Russia, and then also you've got the DAC versions. Okay, so that's going through that. As I say, I am going to have to skip through that. I'm sorry if I did, but I only got 15 minutes on this DVD, so there you go. Right, let's see what we've got inside. Again, you've got the familiar goodies, which you can see here. A wealth of etched brass detail, as you can see there. And various rings, I don't know what they're for, I'll have to look and research now. You've got the decal options in there, and believe it or not, you've even got the option of doing a cactus to do a diorama. So, hey, hats off to Dragon on that one. And then obviously you've got the familiar bag of each set of magic tracks for your tracks. There you go. Then you've got the turret ring here, which you can see. It's even got the actual grids in there, which you can see, which is absolutely superb. Now, for the benefit of this video, I'm not taking anything out of the bag, so if it rattles, I'm afraid you're just going to have to put up with it. Then you've got the frontal armor there for the turret, etc. So that's good. And I think this is, if I look, one of the top hatches, which you can see there, beautifully crisply detailed, all in their bags, etc. Hope you can see that, guys. It really is absolutely jam-packed. I've never seen such a detailed kit on the Panzer IV, I have to say. And then obviously you've got the assembly of the jack, which you see here. Okay. And then some of the running gear and the main sprocket, beautifully made. And again, obviously, depending on which option you're doing, you have to do your references on your research. You've even got the crew figure here. And again, with Dragon's usual standard, the actual detail on the tunic is absolutely superb. There you go. Really well done. And I love the actual face as well. I mean, look at the detail in the face there, guys. Really awesome. Superb. And then there's one of two holes. I think this is the early version. Again, it's beautifully detailed, as you can see here. And unlike the latter version, I think there wasn't, well, there was a few access hatches, as you can see there. This is the late version, I think. A little bit different, as you can see here. Okay, guys, hope you get a good view of that. And I love the rivet detail on the bottom as well. Absolutely superb. And then moving on, we've got some of the interior of the actual turret itself. I mean, there's the actual grid floor, beautifully cast. So it'll come up lovely with a wash and a bit of weathering. And then you've got part of the gun mechanism there, which you can see right here. Superb, absolutely superb. And obviously you've got the, let's have a look here. Oh, they've even caught, I don't believe it, you know, where you've got the actual bag that actually captures all the shells. You've even got the creases in that as well. Now, I've not seen that before. That is absolutely ruddy awesome. They really haven't left a thing out of this kit, guys. They really haven't. No wonder this is widely sought after. And then obviously you've got more details of some of the main suspension gear, which holds the sprocket. Absolutely beautifully made. Caught every single detail on it. Really well done. I really am loving this kit, guys. I'll tell you what, I can't wait to get my hands on this and get it built. And then obviously you've got the main part of the running gear, which you see here. There we are. Hope you're getting a good look at that, guys. And part of the suspension, which actually goes underneath the tank as well. And all suspension arms. Really beautifully produced. Really well done. And then obviously you've got the side, you've got the side plates here. Again, the detail on them is absolutely superb, not only on the top, which you can see here, I hope you can see, but that's the bottom. And then you've got the part on the top where the tank crews used to step along. I hope you can see that, guys. Really beautifully produced. And then obviously you've got the frontal armor, which you can see here. Now that is beautifully made. I really am rating this, I tell you. And I'm not sure, but I think it's also got a one-piece barrel, which is actually a metal barrel, but I'll show that to you in a minute, guys. And then you've got some other cupolas here for the various versions you want to do, and a cupola ring. Okay, there we are. And then obviously some of the tools, which you can see here. And I just love the amount of detail. Whoever researched this kit did a blooming first-rate job, I can tell you that, guys. They really have. And there's some more tools, obviously, for whichever version you want to do of the Panzer IV. There you go. I love the ammunition box as well. I think they've even caught the... Yep, they've even caught the wood grain on it. Superb. And then this is the main part of the turret. Lovely detail on that, guys. Absolutely beautiful. I love the rivet detail. They've really caught that well. And you've got the... Oh yeah, you've even got the added version of having the actual side hatches open. So I might well do that on the diorama. I don't know. Well, we'll see. And then you've got the old fuel tanks, as you can see there. Again, beautifully produced. Absolutely, the old jerry cans, or they used to refer to them. And then I think you've got some more plating, which you can see there. Obviously, that's for a different version. Each version had a different sort of side plate, as it were. So there you go, guys. Look at the detail on that, and it's even got it underneath again. Really beautifully caught. Awesome. And then obviously we've got the final sprue, which is the top plating and armour, which you can see there. And I just love the amount. Again, I can't take my hats off to Dragon any more than this, guys. I really can't. It's absolutely stacked with detail, and you've even got the access hatches for the driver and the gunner. Superb. And then the engine intakes, you can see here. There you go. I'll tell you what, this kit leaves Tamiya or any other brand standing. It really does. I can really understand why everyone is after this. And then you've got the side plates here, which you can see, beautifully caught, really well done. And then finally we've got the metal barrel and other etched brass detail sits, which you can see there for the spare wheel holders, etc. And that's gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. They've even got some shells there, which you can see. So I have to say, this is one of the best Panzer IV kits I've seen yet. And like I said before, I know I keep repeating myself, but I can really fully understand why everyone is after this kit. It is absolutely packed with detail, and I love the option of two holes, you know, whichever version you want to build, and you could always use a spare hole for another kit and cross kit it again, you know. So, you know, hats off to Dragon for this one, guys. It's one of the best Dragon kits I've seen yet, and that's saying something. It really is. So if you're lucky enough to source one, I know you're going to have to pay through the nose to get one. What did I do with the instructions? Oh, here we go. Definitely get yourself one of these, guys. As I say, I was very fortunate to get it at the price I did. So there you go. I hope you enjoyed the video. I'm sorry if I skitted through it, but as I say, there you go. That's the Dragon 3-in-1 6264 Panzerkampfwagen IV Ausf E, and I fully heartily recommend you go and get one if you can, even if you've got to pay through the nose. It's worth it. Anyway, that's it for now, guys. So until then, get kit crazy, happy modelling, and I'll speak to you soon.